Now, you might remember that the 90s were a decade defined by many iconic pop groups, but few rocked a double denim, maybe occasionally a triple denim, like the Irish sensation Bewitched.
More than 15 years after they first shot up the charts, they are back again with a new EP. And they're here as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you. Lovely to join you. We've got some denim.
We do.
We do.
Yeah, little denim moments,
We've got the double denim.
We should have worn denim, Sam.
I love a bit of double denim.
Well, you've kind of got a little homage to triple denim going.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. We will chat in a moment.
We are joined, as you can see, by Edele, Keavy, Lindsay and Sinéad. Morning.
Morning.
Is it the hair that you remember the most from those videos?
Well, definitely for me, from Weatherman, I just looked, I was like, oh my good Lord.
I know. Dodgy Bob and C'est La Vie for me.
You do. At the time, it felt cool, but actually looking back on it, it's like...
No, at the time it was cool.
Exactly.
It was really cool. Did it feel like you were in a real moment in time then? Because you were huge, weren't
I think it felt like we were in our own bubble, because it wasn't like social media wasn't around. So if it was, it would be with us at every moment. But we were working 16, 17 hours a day. We were in the car, constantly on radios all around the world, then into a TV studio and then into the recording studio. So we were kind of on our own little bubble and didn't quite realise what was going on. Yes.
Do you think you had the best time of it before social media?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I think it was so much easier just to have fun, not worry about what you were doing, and also that we could enjoy being in the moment. In the moment now is, have I got my phone on? Has anyone pressed record? Do you know what I mean? To catch it for TikTok and stuff. Yeah. So I think we were really lucky.
I think we were lucky to be part of the 90s as well, because I think everybody looks back on the 90s with a lot of nostalgia, and it just feels like such a lovely time, especially for music and the industry, you know, and all the pop groups and everything. It was such a carefree time.
Yeah. And it is kind of cool again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
The 90s.
Yes.
We are so cool right now. Literally.
You're always cool. You're always cool. I mean, you've never been away, have you? I mean, this is your first new EP for a while, but, you know, you stick together, you're constantly in contact. I mean...
Yeah, we've been gigging really for the last 11 years. So, and then the opportunity came up to do new music, and we were just like, it's so nice to get back in with Ray and get into his studio and just feed off his creativity as well. So it's been really, really nice. Yeah, and the EP's got like 4 songs on it, and So Into You is like the one that we're promoting at the moment.
And it's nice as well when you're gigging, because we're always gigging, and you know, we've just come off our summer tour and stuff, but when you inject new music into the show, it's really good for us as well.
Yeah.
What was that like, though, when you thought, right, we are going to do this? What was it like? Just how does it work? You just sit there?
Oh my goodness. Listen. It works with a hideous amount of WhatsApp messages saying, when can we talk?
Yes.
Especially with Lindsay and I still have young children. So that's been the difficulty of us getting back together to do new music, because it's like, oh. So they're getting a little bit older, so it's getting a little bit easier now. It's a real pain sometimes, to be honest. You know, if other people come into our camp, like, you know, when you're delegating jobs, and they go, should we set up a WhatsApp with everyone? Trust me, you don't want to do that. I will go on the WhatsApp, I will have all the messy discussions, and I will come back and let you know.
Because as well as the music, you've all got separate thriving careers and businesses and stuff. Just run through and tell us what you're all doing.
Well, at the moment, I'm just, the energy is with Bewitched, but I do kind of EFT and emotional healing and Reiki and all that kind of stuff. And I had a stage school in Greystones. I still live in Ireland for like 10 years, but that's no longer.
And it's an interesting choice of career alongside the music, because it's quite real, isn't it? It's quite, you know, thinking about how you're handling things emotionally.
I wish we'd have known that back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's always been there, you know, at the surface under the surface with me. You know, so it's something that I love to kind of tap into. And
because you're counselling as well, aren't you?
So I guess it's similar in a way. It's about self-care. Yeah. And there was a lot of need for self-care for me outside the other side of the band, and I was amazed how much I needed it. So I studied, and I've been seeing clients for, I think it's 11 years now.
Yeah. Wow. Why did you need that, do you think?
I think it was part of who I was as a person. I grew up kind of with 5 siblings, and I was always like, yeah, your needs can come first, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And then it just got too heavy for me in life to continue that, but I didn't understand what all that was. Then when I learned, it's like, oh, I never take care of my own needs. I always put myself last, and I had to go on a journey of allowing myself to actually have needs that I can meet as well.
I bet there are young people entering the music business now who could really appreciate your guidance and having been through it and being counsellors and help.
Yeah, definitely.
It's actually quite good because at the time we used to kind of say it would, with a record deal should come therapy really, but now they actually do have access to that now in Sony, like if you sign to Sony, which is great.
It is
because it's very much needed.
It's very much needed, yeah.
What are the pressures? It looks great fun.
Gosh, like I think it's a lot, and I think for looking back on it now, for us, we were so young, and we were, you know, we were sort of 18, 19, 21, but we were young 18, 19, 21. And suddenly you're catapulted into this like really, really back-to-back schedule. You're all over the world. You're away from family for months and weeks on end, living out of a suitcase. And also then if you have success, then you've got that to deal with and also the fame that comes with it. So it's a lot for a young person.
Scrutiny.
Yeah, definitely.
Scrutiny. And you know, and I think in a way that's where it's harder nowadays because that scrutiny is in your home on your phone.
Yes.
And they're literally, they've all got the negativity right to your doorstep. Whereas for us, we had to bother actually to pick up the papers and that to see that then, and we didn't have time.
Ignore it.
We totally could ignore it.
We hadn't got time to actually see the magazines and stuff, so we didn't know most of the negative comments. Now we really do.
If your kids said, Mum, to any of you, I want to go into the music business, I want to have a band, what would you say to them?
I'd say go for it.
Yeah?
I think we probably have the experience to be able to support them with the support we didn't know to have for ourselves back then. So it's been a brilliant career. I always say to my children, whatever you're going to end up choosing, choose something that you love to do. Because then it doesn't feel like a job.
Very much like that in our house. I'm like, literally focus on your dreams as much as you can till you're at least 25, and then the realistic life hits in and you have these responsibilities because you don't know where that's going to take you. If you don't get to your dream, you're going to pick up some kind of dream element along the way. And that's what we want to do, isn't it? Work, love what you do, and that's what life is about. So.
And you do seem to absolutely love what you do. I know at times it probably was really challenging because you were so young, but your experience on the whole was great.
It was amazing. We had a great time. I definitely look back on it massive. Great, hugely fondly.
And I think what's been really nice for us is our relationship as well, because I think we were one of the very few pop bands that put ourselves together. We weren't put together by auditions or a management team. So I think a friendship comes before everything else, and everything is built on that.
Very much.
Talking about bands being together, the one subject that has dominated our inbox this morning has been the Oasis reunion tour.
That old chestnut.
You were trying to get tickets as well?
I was literally 4.5 hours waiting, and for you, I was waiting for Lindsay and for my daughter and her boyfriend.
Any luck?
No, I was literally on, I was off, I was in a queue, I was out of a queue. Then I was 4 tickets in the basket, kicked off, and then I became a bot. I was like, seriously? I am no bot. A bot? What does that even mean?
You probably worked with them back in the 90s, didn't you? Could you pull a few strings?
I know, right? Come on,
I actually feel really bad asking people for tickets. Like I really do, and I never had. But my daughter was trying to. We've got teenagers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Coldplay."
They all want to
want to go to Taylor Swift and Coldplay. So I did what Edele did.
Liam, Noel, if you're watching, chuck me some tickets over, will you? I did do it. I did the hard work.
But Liam, Noel, who are you going to give the tickets to? I suppose you can get 4, can't you? It's fine.
What about us? We've got absolutely no chance whatsoever.
Fantastic to have you here. Lovely to hear from you. And Bewitched's new EP called, of course, Ripped Jeans is out now.
I don't think we talked enough about denim. You'll have to come back. That's it from us on Breakfast Today.